Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that completely flips the script on how we view getting older. For the longest time, we've just kind of accepted that growing weaker, feeling frail, or losing our mobility is just, well, an inevitable part of aging, right? Like, it's a one-way street. But here's the incredibly exciting, science-backed truth. Physical frailty is absolutely reversible. We're going to look at a proven approach in 5 targeted exercises that can literally turn back the clock on your muscles in a matter of weeks, all specifically adapted for those of us over 50.
Okay, let's jump right in. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover how to reverse muscle aging, the golden rule of progressive load, and then we'll break down your path to health through squats, core balance, and upper body mobility.
How to reverse muscle aging.
Before we even get into the physical movements, look, it's incredibly common and totally valid to fear losing your strength as you age. It's this creeping feeling, and unfortunately, that decline really accelerates once we hit our 50s. Scientists actually have a specific name for this, sarcopenia. The term was coined back in 1989, combining the Greek words for flesh and loss. It quietly starts in our 30s, but man, it ramps up aggressively after age 50. For decades, it was just viewed as a normal side effect of aging. But in 2019, the medical community officially recognized sarcopenia as a medical condition. Why? Because research proved this hidden culprit is actually a major cause of disability, frailty, and those devastating falls that really plague older adults.
But here is where the research absolutely blew us away. Sarcopenia isn't just preventable, it is fully reversible. Seriously, older adults who use the right exercise approach can actually reverse this muscle loss in just 12 weeks. Think about that for a second. In roughly 3 months, you can rebuild what took years, maybe decades to decline.
Moving on to Section 2, the golden rule of progressive load. Now, a quick caveat. Before jumping into any new routine, definitely chat with your doctor. You'll want to ask them specific things like, are there any joint movements I should avoid? Is my blood pressure safe for resistance training? And should I modify any back exercises based on my medical history?
Once you've got the green light, we really need to understand the method. If you just jump into random workouts or do the wrong exercises, you risk wasting your time or worse, causing a serious joint injury. But let me show you what happens when you do it right, using a real-world example from clinical data. Take Adrian. He's a 60-year-old patient who had suffered a back injury. Before he started this specific protocol, Adrian was struggling just to walk to his mailbox. He'd max out at maybe 10 minutes of walking. But by applying the exact method we're exploring today, within just 2 months, Adrian was back out gardening and walking for an entire hour, completely pain-free. It's amazing.
So, the crucial point is this. Progress doesn't have to be fast, it just has to be steady. This brings us to the golden rule of rehab and your key to reversing aging, progressive strength training. The trick they used for Adrian was super simple. Increase your exercise duration and load by just 20% each week. Remember, consistency always beats intensity. Think marathon, not a sprint. By slowly adding just 20% more effort or time weekly, you safely build profound strength without shocking your joints.
All right, Section 3, strong legs, starting with squats as the absolute foundation of your body.
The single best exercise you can do for your lower body is the squat. Why? Because it targets your absolute largest muscles, your glutes, quads, and hamstrings. But we start here because squats directly translate to your daily independence. If you want to walk effortlessly, climb stairs without getting winded, or just get up out of a deep chair with ease, you need that leg power. Plus, squats force you to engage your back and core muscles. They act almost like a tight, supportive corset around your trunk, building the endurance you need for everyday bending, lifting, and carrying.
Let's break down the perfect, safe technique so you avoid any knee or back injuries. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. You can put your arms straight out in front of you or cross them. As you inhale, slowly lower yourself by bending your hips and knees together. That is key. Don't just bend the knees, hinge the hips too. Pause at the bottom, making sure your back is completely straight. Then exhale and powerfully stand back up, really squeezing those large leg muscles. You're aiming for a gentle 2 sets of 10 repetitions to start.
Now, if you're thinking, whoa, I can't do a full squat right now, do not worry at all. This program is adapted for everyone. If you need an easier entry point, just place a sturdy chair behind you. Do slow sit to stands and use the armrests for balance if you need them. Once 2 sets of 10 of those feel like a breeze, you can progress to a regular squat. And eventually, you might be holding a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell to keep challenging those muscles, following our 20% weekly increase rule.
Let's move to Section 4, healthy back and balance.
As we age, lower back pain becomes incredibly common, and it's usually due to a weak core. So, enter exercise number 2, the modified crunch. Lie flat on your back on a mat or even your bed with your knees bent. Now, the real magic happens before you even move. Engage your core by pulling your belly button down toward the floor. Imagine doing a slight pelvic tilt that presses your lower back perfectly flat against the ground. Honestly, for a lot of people, just that tilt offers instant relief to the lower back. From there, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, lift just your shoulder blades slightly off the ground.
Keep in mind, this isn't about getting a beach-ready six-pack. It's about deep trunk strength. By doing this correctly, you stabilize your spine and actively relieve back pain. Now, the absolute most important rule to prevent joint injury here: do not pull with your neck. The lift comes entirely from your core muscles contracting. If you can only lift 1 or 2 inches, that is perfectly fine. Start with 2 sets of 15 reps, focusing purely on quality over quantity.
Next up in this sequence is exercise number 3, the reverse lunge. This tackles leg strength, balance, and flexibility all at the same time. Hold onto a chair or a kitchen counter for support. Take a wider than normal step backward. Now, visualize a perfectly straight line running from your back all the way up to your neck. Lower your body straight down as one solid unit, bending both knees. And hey, you don't even have to touch the floor. Then rise slowly in one smooth motion. Aim for 1 set of 10 reps on each leg.
The real-world impact of the reverse lunge on your physical activity and health is massive. Because your back stays upright, it actually relieves spinal stress compared to traditional walking lunges. It significantly boosts the health of your hip and knee joints. And crucially, weight-bearing exercises like this increase your bone density, actively fighting off osteoporosis. If you have knee arthritis, a fantastic modification is to do mini lunges. Just lower yourself about 25% of the way down. You're still going to reap incredible benefits.
All right, section 5. Upper body and mobility.
We've built a solid base with the legs and core, so now we have to address the upper body. Think about how often you need to push open a heavy door, push yourself up off the floor, or lift something onto a high shelf. You absolutely need strength in your chest, shoulders, and triceps to maintain your independence. That brings us to exercise number 4, the modified push-up. Get on the floor with your hands slightly wider than your shoulders, resting on your knees. The absolute key here is to keep your body in a perfectly straight line from your head down to your knees. Your core must be tight. Lower your chest smoothly toward the floor. Again, no need to touch it. And then push back up, keeping that core engaged so your lower back doesn't sag.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how easily we can adapt this for anyone dealing with shoulder pain. If the floor is just too much right now, simply stand facing a wall, place your hands on it, and do wall push-ups. This greatly reduces shoulder strain while still firing up all those necessary pushing muscles. It is a brilliant way to protect the joints of older adults while still building immense strength. Aim for 2 sets of 10 and simply step your feet further back from the wall as you get stronger.
And finally, section 6, your path to health.
This final piece of the puzzle is widely considered by physical therapists to be the most powerful indicator of overall mobility well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, the glute bridge. To do it, lie on your back, knees bent hip-width apart, and feet flat on the floor. Just like with the crunch, start by engaging your core and pulling your belly button down. Now press through your heels and lift your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glute muscles at the top, hold for a second, and slowly lower back down. A really critical safety tip here: do not arch backward too far at the top. We want to protect your lumbar spine, so just lift until you feel a strong contraction in your glutes.
If lifting all the way up is tough, we can easily modify this. Just squeeze your glutes and lift your hips maybe an inch or 2 off the floor. As you progress, you can even try a single leg bridge to really challenge your side stabilizers. Here's the incredible truth about the glute bridge. If you can comfortably perform 10 to 20 repetitions of this movement, you possess the foundational strength required to easily get out of bed, stand from a chair, and walk upstairs safely. And this brilliantly illustrates our complete blueprint. You now have 5 specific exercises targeting your entire body: the squat, the modified crunch, the reverse lunge, the modified push-up, and the glute bridge. Incorporating this specific sequence into a regular weekly training schedule, starting with just a couple sets of 10 for each, and remembering that 20% weekly progression rule will directly translate to walking further, lifting easier, and significantly reducing joint and back pain.
We know the science is crystal clear. Sarcopenia is not a life sentence. With progressive load and a little consistency, you can literally reverse the clock on your muscle age in just 12 weeks. You have the exact roadmap, the modifications to keep your joints safe, and the methodology to build lasting strength. So, my challenge to you is simple. You have the blueprint. Which of these 5 exercises are you going to start with today? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay strong, and I'll see you next time.